Hey guys, I just played a three-stone game that presented a lot of interesting things. I thought it'd be worthwhile looking at. I'm white, three stones. Just settle. Black plays here. I would say this is the best move on the board. That's one reason I want to show it. Here's the normal move. Let's try to break it down a little bit. Let's start with Tawari. I'll take off D4. Okay. We have the A group, and it's settled. It went fourth line on its extension, so it shows us not so interested in points, but rather center and stability. It doesn't want to be messed with. Kind of like extra safe while focus on the center. That's perhaps an overstatement, but next, where would the next stone go? Well, let's put it here. And ask why we're putting it there. We're not getting area 1, 2, or 3 out of it. Now, if it was somehow an overall moyo, okay, then we don't care if we get an area 1 or 2 or 3 specifically, but we know we're going to get it, a whole bunch of it somewhere. Okay, so moyo is fine, but moyo means a large potential area, not just the left. That's not a moyo. Left and bottom and something, I mean large. Then it makes sense, but just the left, too many entry points to be practical. Next idea. I'm going to take off D4 again. Let's ask another question. What if black were to ignore altogether? Let's have white attack. Well, there is no severe attack, so we'll have just a generalized attack. Black ignores. It's not like there's any serious attack going on here. So there's no rush to defend at all. So if it looks like this, let's name the things black would like to do. Well, the A group doesn't really need anything because it's thick into the center and side, but it would enjoy some help. It doesn't need any help, but it will enjoy it. Also on the left, it's one of the big areas. Why don't we play in the corner? So we have a corner move and supporting the A group. Let's do one more thought here, which is, let's say white comes in. White's weaker than black is. You can't call this an attack on black. White's weaker. So that shows how much of a support this stone is. Now the last bit, let's pull that back one to B. Now this black stone is putting most all of its energy into the corner, not supporting the left. Well, that's a different move. His move supports the left and threatens greatness in the corner. So this is considered 100% value, while this is not considered 100% value. Now, there is an idea saying that the A stones are a little heavy. Well, it's still a perfectly fine AI move. But some say if you pull it off one, now it's a light group instead of a heavy group. Now it's even more of 100% move. I know that's a ridiculous thing to say, but either of these, I've never seen AI support this. They instead support his move. I've seen professionals support the other one. Anyway, it's an excellent idea, and is great. Okay, my next move is, I had no intention of playing the best move. There's something I've been trying to search for a while now and start learning about. So I played here, and we're going to see why in a minute. Okay, my move. And I go, and here we are playing the most basic Joseki. Now, I'm going to play the Joseki, which is here, which is not what black played. Well, let's assume black did play this way. I'm not going to fix, and black fixes. His outside is much more valuable than my corner, or at least more valuable. It's white to play, and I can kind of negate the wall. Black hasn't lost anything, but it's not necessarily that much better for black. Anyway, what I would do instead is play here. And this move is specifically why I play K3. So I just haven't had that much experience with it, and I want to see it in action. If black tries to kill my corner, because my corner is not alive, threaten the snapback. White wins the battle, so black has to come out. White still wins the battle, black has to come out. White still wins the battle, black has to go for life. If I remove his life, I die first. So white plays here, threatening to kill. Black lives. White lives in Sente. So my corner lived, minus 3 or 4 points than the other way. But now I get a tremendous center wall all in Sente. It's a great addition for white. I mean, half a stone advantage anyway, I would say. So that's why I play K3 to see this in action. He played here. Well, that doesn't fix the Atari, and stone's dead now. I did not see a reason to play here. On the bottom left, if I do nothing, this has some value. In fact, he plays this later and kills me, kills my K3. So I thought, well, if I come up, what's going to happen? Well, if black does nothing, Atari, black's not thrilled with this outcome. That's a real cut. So instead, he's going to capture Atari. That's a great plus for white. If black responds, maybe I should just come up. That's better. It was a quick game, and I'm looking and go, well, I'm not sure that's Sente, so I'll just play away. And I get to hit the other 3-3, and all the same things apply. Everything we said a minute ago applies now. He changed his Joseki choice, and something Q players sometimes miss with this Joseki, if they get this far in the Joseki. My A group's alive. If white does nothing and black honeys, that's an L+1, and I'm alive. If black plays this way, then it's a long L+1, and it's alive. So it's alive. So nice to have that corner in Sente. Now I'm trying to figure out where to go. Somewhere around A comes to mind. I'm not thrilled with B because I've already said I don't want to develop the top. C is fine. D, possible, but he can pinch me pretty good there. So that, well, I'll just go 3-3. That'll give me 4 corners, lots of points. And I had mixed feelings about it. But I thought, okay, so it'll make an interesting middle game as he's trying to get a bunch in the center. In this Joseki, I used to play here. We always want to jump out as far as we can. But I stopped for 2 reasons. One, white really got pushed around here. I have a very small area. As a matter of fact, if black responds, he's got as many points as I do, plus the wall. So that's one reason I stopped playing this way, because they kept doing this on me, and I kept like, wow, that hurt. That's an example of why, same as A, I used to jump at B all the time, like I used to play at A all the time. And eventually with B, hey, I'm getting punished. That's an honest to goodness punish. Okay, I will no longer play B. The second reason I've stopped playing it is because my YouTube guy, Dr. Baduk, I saw him in the situation and he plays here. So, well, that's, now I believe it and he believes it. There you go. Comes out, I'll honey that sucker. Thank you very much. Check out how big this is. Let's imagine I don't do it and black comes across the top. I have 0 access in that entire area 1. I mean, that is tough. And when I turn, heck, I'm actually seeing a weak A group and a weak B group. Now, that's an overstatement, obviously. But I now have something to aim at. And his whole entire C area, there is no entire C area for him. So very, very big move. And now, how do I feel about that? Well, I certainly don't like it. If we make this sort of exchange, he's just getting an awful lot on top and center. So I come up again. This gives me a strong position in the center, not just a stone giving me access. And now I can not only aim at A, I can start making plans about A. I'm not ready to say my next move, it's in trouble. But before it was kind of like a aiming fantasy, and now it's an aiming, I'm ready to take action. Black, I thought that was a strange move. Well, on the one hand, he can't cut me. Right? No cut. Okay. On the other hand, he stopped me from extending. Well, how big is area 1? Let's check it out. 2, 4, 6, 7. Let's call it 8 points. That's not big. And it's black's move. That's downright small. To that, let's add what black gained, which is, let's go ahead and say 10. So 20-ish points in double gote, I wouldn't. I don't know. I'm torn. It's bigger than I thought it was. But white's not going to play over there. Why is white not going to play here? Because I'm not defending myself. I'm not attacking him, and I don't want the darn points. I want to take action somewhere to develop difficulties for him. If it's the last move of middle game or open, there's nothing else to do, sure. But there are other things to do. So for black, how about coming out now? The left is now an official burden for white. How in the world am I going to take that away? So big difference. Okay, he plays here. I come in. I'm seeing the A stones as a target. I'm also seeing the B stone getting interesting. To me, this is far more valuable than C in gote. Okay, I already said that. Okay, get a pseudo base going on in sente, and then start coming out. Here I make a big mistake. Start with what I should do. He has two groups here. His B group is alive. If he wants those, he has two eyes. If he wants them. So for instance, if I play here as a co-threat and he takes the co, okay, he didn't have two eyes. Yeah, but so he does not literally have them, but if he wants them, he has them. And they are in his possession. If he doesn't want me to take them away, I can't. Okay, that being said, the B side is alive, the A side is not, so I should play here and separate the two. So that means I'm attacking his A group. But I played here thinking, yeah, but now my shape's a little better or something. Not realizing that I let him defend his weaker side. So now if I play on this side, I'm still not attacking that group because it's alive. Well, that was a mistake. So I thought, well, the only way I can get something out of this is by taking the eye away in that regard. And now I can still separate them, but not in sente like I could. Anyway, get my group out to safety. Now he plays this, which is great. He's played a lot of great moves on this board. Couple of them are lacking, but a lot of he's played well. I can't stop this, right, Atari? So I need to do something about this. So do it. It's still a bother. Check this out. White, black, white, black. I escape. Kill. I can't, it's nothing. So just clean it up. Okay, now I have something. My group on the left, the A group, no base, black all around me. I'm in the corners. He's the one who has significantly more center. So I'm thinking, okay, I need to spend extra move here getting out. Here's where I split. Thinking of white A is a real attack now. Something like that. Okay. I don't want to start this because it helps me and I do need help, but I'm giving him absolute whatever he wants. I mean, life. I don't want him to have life. I started this. This is a real question. So, is my A group strong enough to support a new weak B group? And I'm thinking, if he starts coming after my B group, like somehow splitting my 2 weak groups, I'm thinking I can come back in this direction, get life, and then get back to whatever I'm doing. So I'm thinking my A has backdoor health. Still feels like I'm pressing it a bit, starting a new group here. He doesn't want to get cut. And then out. Okay, starting to feel good. Not that A and B are the same group yet, but they're close enough with no black stones around that it's looking pretty good. So that part's over. His 4 C stones on the bottom look pretty silly. And his D area, hard to get many points there. So that's a real success for white. I've accomplished some things. Want to make sure I connect up. If I save and save, he's out. My plans of attacking him are pretty much gone. But I thought if I come around this way, as long as I'm willing to fight the ko, which is coming up, there's the ko. Here, threaten me, no thank you. Save, take back, see how I can, all my ko threats are internal. Say, oh, take, because I'm thinking, I think I can continue the ko. But I thought if he goes after my stones, first, he'll probably die here, which is way bigger. Secondly, I still have some life in them later. It's not like it's that big anyway. So I took, he defends, I come back. So I got them both, which is big. Okay. A minute ago, I played A when my B group was weak. And I shared how edgy that is. Now, if you notice, I have a gap here now between my A and B group. So not only I have issues, and I'm starting a new weak group. That's insane. This is, the trouble with just fast, friendly games. I get to see habits of mine, and yeah, they're ugly habits. Anyway, he comes out, boom, boom. Okay, isn't this looking good? Oh, I'm so hurting his A group. No, I have problems everywhere, and I can't believe how well he punished me. What? Yikes. Yikes. Threaten to connect. If I save on this side, killing his group, he saves on this side, killing my group. He got the better end of that. So he really did well here. So I have to play this way, and I have to run out. So he lives and kills me. Ouch. That hurt. Okay. Next, come on in. Notice I'm still after his group. He's not all the way alive yet. Remember his A group and how there's a lot of uncomfortable relationships. As I come in, I'm splitting A and B. This should work. I would love to come over here and kill him. The problem is I die first. So I have to come back here. The good news is that means I can connect under and save my stones. Down, save my stones, and continue. Okay, here. I thought hard, A or B. Now, seems to me B's the obvious answer. But my greed got a hold of me and one thing and another. And instead of B, the solid, straightforward, he's going to die right away. Instead, I got fancy and left the cut thinking, well, he can't cut me anyway. It's a stupid thing to think. He just cuts me anyway. And he plays another great sequence. So if I play this way, if I play B, it all works. Just briefly, if he comes down and saves, then he dies here. Okay, so this simply works. He actually should play back this way or something. This doesn't work. So I die here and get nothing for my troubles. He did great, just the way you're supposed to. Do the throw in. Nothing I can do. I thought maybe this. Nope. Atari. All done. I still win the game, but only by in the neighborhood of 5 points instead of I should win by a lot, but I only won by 5-ish. I thought he played great. Just end game from here. Okay, good. I thought there's some good things to see. Catch y'all later. Bye.